Have you ever known somebody who blames the world for all of their problems?
It's always about what so-and-so said or what so-and-so did, but never what they did.
They never want to take any responsibility for what happens to them.
They're always the passenger to their own life and never the driver. In psychology circles, they're referred to as having a victim mentality.
Let's explore this idea a bit further and figure out how we can benefit from taking more responsibility for our own lives.
Now, of course, there are always situations and circumstances that we may not be able to control.
Someone hit your car. Someone from work was late for a meeting. Some things are genuinely out of our control.
What we're talking about is the mentality of blaming uncontrollably for everything else. Let's start by discussing the victim mentality.
As experts describe it, people who identify with the victim role veer into the belief that everyone else caused their misery and nothing that they do will ever make a difference.
It's a blame game mentality, and they never grow from their experiences.
People with this mentality tend to say things such as, "I'm just born with bad luck. No one cares about me. I don't make enough money because of my boss. Everything bad always happens to me."
This is negative self-talk and goes hand in hand with self-sabotage.
It tends to come from a lack of self-confidence. They're frustrated and angry because they genuinely believe the world is against them.
They're resentful of people who seem happy and successful. Common symptoms include angry outbursts, depression, isolation, and loneliness.
Now, we want to be sensitive and not demonise anyone, obviously. Much of the victim mentality often comes from past trauma, betrayal, and even manipulation.
Getting older most certainly comes with new challenges, new obstacles, and new baggage. However, we need to be aware of our choices and be responsible for our actions.
For example, if you feel that you don't make enough money in your job, didn't you agree your salary when you started the job? This isn't your boss's fault. It was your choice when you agreed to it. So if you're unhappy, find something else.
If you feel like you're overweight, perhaps you weren't taught about proper nutrition by family or friends, we can all look to outside factors and pinpoint causes. But at the end of the day, it's your body and your mind, nobody else's. Your habits are yours to claim now, in the present.
If you want to make lasting changes in your life, take responsibility first, then develop a plan to change it.
If you've always had a lifelong dream to travel the world, why haven't you done it?
Have you worked an extra job to save money?
As we can see, it's so much easier to blame someone else rather than accept responsibility.
It makes for an excellent defense mechanism, but it doesn't get us any closer to happiness.
So, how do we take more responsibility for ourselves and stop playing the blame game?
We start by taking the power back.
Start by realising that you are not a victim of circumstance. You are a product of your decisions.
If we start to explore where our personal beliefs come from, we can write them down and begin to grow from them.
Change your focus and you change your story. Remember that life happens for you, not to you.
Viktor Frankl said, between what happens to you and your reaction to it is the freedom to choose your reaction. So choose happiness, own your choices, and take responsibility.